I'd like to call to order open session at 7:03 p.m. I would like to ask our student board member to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Land acknowledgement, Mr. Duran.
We acknowledge that our district is on the ancestral land of the Cahuilla people, with whom we have a long-standing partnership. We are grateful for the opportunity to prepare future generations, teaching them to respect and contribute to their community and to continue the stewardship exemplified by the Cahuilla people.
Thank you. So before we begin, there's a lot of things I like about this job, and this is the one thing that I'll say that I dislike the most. I'd like to take a moment to extend our deepest sympathy to members of our Desert Sands family. This has been an especially difficult month for Desert Sands. We lost two students, Alex Yang and Liam Cantu, both whom faced very different yet extraordinarily courageous battles. Their lives were taken too soon, but the impact they made on their friends and family and our community will not be forgotten. We also mourn the loss of a cherished member of our ground staff, Enrique Leon. His dedication, hard work, and leadership touched many, and he will be greatly missed by his colleagues. Our students and staff are truly our family. We hold their loved ones, friends, and coworkers in our thoughts during this time of grief. And I'd like to ask everyone to honor Alex, Liam, and Enrique with a moment of silence. Thank you. Roll call will reflect that all board members are present, as well as cabinet, with the exception of Dr. Wood and Dr. May Volmar, who are representing us at a conference. Our student board member joining us tonight is Noelia Vieda, representing Horizon School, and I'll ask Ms. Fisher to introduce her.
Absolutely. I'm so happy to introduce her as our new student board member for this month. Noelia is a senior at Horizon School and a proud product of Desert Sands Unified School District, having attended Gerald Ford, James Monroe Elementary, John Glenn Middle, and Palm Desert High School. Some of the highlights of her educational journey include participating in the Medical Academy and the excitement of elementary school spirit weeks, which left lasting memories. Outside the classroom, she enjoys baking and spending quality time with her family. She's demonstrated strong leadership skills since 8th grade, where she served in John Glenn's web program, supporting and guiding incoming 6th grade students. She also values community service and recently volunteered with Fine Food Bank, where she enjoys giving back to others. Noelia describes herself as someone with a deeply caring heart who always takes the time to listen to others' feelings and perspectives, an attribute that will serve her well in her role as a student board member. So if you'd like to join me down in front, and we'll do your oath.
Approval of the minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of October 21st, 2025?
So moved, Porras.
Is there a second?
Second, Pierce.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 5-0. Board meeting addenda, Ms. Fisher?
No, we have none.
Thank you. Approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda of the regular meeting of November 18th, 2025?
So moved, Duran.
Is there a second? Student. Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question. Preferential vote?
Aye.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 5-0 with one preferential vote. Community staff and student recognition, Ms. Fisher.
All right, it's time to recognize DSUSD's excellence. First, a quick reminder. After you receive your award, please return to your seat so you can hear the board's comments about your recognition. And when we wrap up, if you all can all meet in the lobby and personnel will take some pictures for us. First, Dr. Dan Borgen, Director of Personnel and Leadership Development, joins us to present our Employees of the Month.
Good evening, Board of Trustees, President Watson, and Cabinet. Again, I have the honor of recognizing 3 outstanding Desert Sands Unified School District employees as Employees of the Month for November. First, our classified Employee of the Month for November, Paraeducator 2 from Washington Charter, but now at Franklin, Kayla Benavides. So here's a few words about Kayla. Kayla has quickly emerged as a dedicated and dependable team member at Washington Charter. She consistently goes above and beyond, offering her support before and after school whenever needed. In her role as a one-on-one aide, she has fostered significant growth and improvement with her student, while also contributing her experience and skills to support both the general education and SAI communities. Kayla's commitment, flexibility, and collaborative spirit make her a true asset to Washington Charter and Franklin Elementary. Congratulations, Kayla. Our certificated Employee of the Month is a project facilitator in Ed Services, Courtney Franklin. Look, Courtney, your husband showed up.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's some words about Courtney. Courtney Franklin is an extraordinary leader whose impact is felt by everyone she works with. She is intelligent, hardworking, and deeply compassionate, always keeping students at the center of every decision. Courtney consistently goes above and beyond to support teachers and staff, never hesitating to step in, offer solutions, or roll up her sleeves alongside them. Her put-me-in-coach attitude is a true reflection of her selfless approach to leadership, always ready to take action and lift those around her. Beyond her knowledge and expertise, Courtney inspires through her kindness, resilience, and unwavering commitment to doing what is best for students and colleagues alike. She approaches challenges with determination and grace, modeling excellence in both leadership and collaboration. Courtney Franklin is a shining example of the positive change a dedicated, student-centered leader can create. Congratulations, Courtney. And finally, our Management Employee of the Month for the month of November, Principal, Roosevelt Elementary, Dr. Daniel Martinez. All right. Dr. Daniel Martinez, principal of Roosevelt Elementary, exemplifies outstanding leadership through his collaborative spirit and willingness to innovate alongside his colleagues. He has been an invaluable partner in implementing initiatives such as IMSE and IABs, eagerly jumping on board to support best practices that benefit students and staff alike. Dr. Martinez's openness to learning, sharing ideas, and working shoulder to shoulder with others reflects his commitment to continuous improvement and collective success. His approachable nature and genuine partnership make him not only a respected leader, but also a model for how collaboration can drive excellence across schools. Congratulations, Dr. Martinez. Thank you.
All right.
Next, from our district technology department, Angie Vaca, Student Information Systems Manager, joins us with our Common Sense Media School Awards.
Good evening, Board and Cabinet. Tonight, we are honored to recognize our schools that have shown they are leading the way in digital citizenship. We celebrate the achievement of these campuses in earning the prestigious Common Sense School designation for this academic year. This recognition highlights their deep commitment to ensuring students are equipped with the skills to use technology safely, responsibly, and effectively. When I call your school name, please come up to accept your certificate. Dr. Carry-On Academy. Herbert Hoover Elementary School. Thank you. Andrew Jackson Elementary School. John F. Kennedy Elementary School. James Monroe Elementary School. Theodore Roosevelt Elementary School. George Washington Charter School. Lyndon B. Johnson Elementary School. La Quinta Middle School. Thomas Jefferson Middle School. La Quinta High School. Palm Desert High School. Congratulations. And Shadow Hills High School. Please join us in applauding their dedication to fostering a positive and constructive digital learning environment. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Angie. Last but not least, we have Brian Boyd, our Student Assistance Program Counselor, is here to recognize some of our talented artists whose incredible work is featured in a calendar for Red Ribbon Week. So basically, our famous Desert Sands artists will be recognized tonight.
That is right. Thank you so much. Good evening, Cabinet and board members. It is my honor to recognize 3 exceptional Desert Sand students for the winners of the Carol Addis Red Ribbon Week poster contest calendars. So it's a mouthful, I know. So Riverside County, each year, contest invitees invite students to express their creativity and commitment to living a drug and alcohol-free lifestyle through original artwork. This assigned theme was Life is a Movie and Film Drug-Free. Encourage students to envision their lives as a positive story shaped by healthy choices. Out of hundreds of students of submissions countywide, only 12 students were selected for this prestigious recognition. We are proud to share that 3 of those 12 honorees represent Desert Sands Unified School District. Please join me in congratulating Santiago y Rojo. Yay! So cool. So this is Santiago's artwork. Santiago is a first grader at George Washington, no, now I guess second grader, right? Second grader at George Washington Charter. Very cool. Next up we have Alexa Castaneda. And then finally, we have Sarah Rubalcaba, who was a 8th grader at the time at Indio Middle and is now at Indio High School as a 9th grader. Come on up. There you go. There you go. Have a high five. You did awesome. Thank you so much. So I'm also going to be providing 5 calendars for each of these students and their families. I also believe that I've provided one to each of you up there. If you do not have one, I would be more than happy to get you one. This achievement is a testament to their artistic talent, creativity, and dedication to promoting a message of health and awareness among their peers. Their work not only reflects individual excellence, but also reinforces the importance of prevention education within our schools and communities. On behalf of Desert Sands Unified School District, we commend Santiago, Alexa, and Sarah for their outstanding accomplishments and for serving as positive role models for students across Riverside County. So congratulations to each one of you. There you go. Congratulations. Wonderful. Good job.
Thank you. Introduction of new or recently promoted employees, Dr. Hyde.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm excited. I have 2 announcements of new managers that were appointed recently. I'd like to ask Al Percy Bennett, our new Director of Child Welfare and Attendance, to come up to the dais. Al Percy earned a Bachelor's of Arts degree in Political Science from California State University at Dominguez Hills and a Master of Education degree in Educational Administration from Chapman University. His career includes significant roles as a high school assistant principal and principal within Chino Valley Unified School District, as well as a coordinator for child welfare and attendance. During his tenure in Chino, he has successfully reduced chronic absenteeism and collaborated with other agencies to further decrease it. In his personal time, Al Percy loves to read and spend quality time with his family. He extends his heartfelt thanks and acknowledgement to his wife, son, and mother for their unwavering support over the years. He considers them a true blessing. Al Percy, congratulations, welcome. Please introduce your guests and say a few words.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Board President Dr. Watson, members of the board, Superintendent Dr. Mae Vollmer, and distinguished guests. It's a pleasure and an honor to stand before you. I would like to thank the board personally. I would like to thank the cabinet, and everyone that I've come in contact with has been extremely, extremely gracious. I look forward to serving with you, and I thank my family for their tireless support and for always being there for me. I'm appreciative of them, and once again, I thank you, and I'm ready and I humbly, I'm here to serve. Thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to introduce Debbie Collier, Assistant Principal, John Glenn Middle School. Bachelor's of Arts degree in Liberal Studies and a Master's of Arts degree in Education from Azusa Pacific University. She brings 23 years of experience as a teacher, instructional coach, dean of students, and assistant principal at both elementary and middle school levels. Her extensive career has taught her the power of strong relationships, collaboration, and creating systems that help students and staff thrive. Outside of her professional life, Debbie enjoys camping, hiking, road trips, and exploring new places. She's also a passionate fan of baseball, especially attending games, and cherishes time with her family in the Pacific Northwest. Debbie is incredibly grateful for her Palm Springs Unified family, who have supported and cheered her on for the past 18 years, noting that their encouragement has meant so much throughout her career. She is very excited to join the Desert Sands family and the John Glenn Middle School community, eager to learn the culture, build strong connections, and support the incredible work being done there. Debbie, welcome to the district. Congratulations. Please introduce any guests you might have and say a few words.
Good evening, board members and cabinet. Thank you for having me here tonight. I'm really honored to have this opportunity, and I'm really excited to be joining the Red Hawk family and Desert Sands Unified. From the moment I stepped onto the John Glenn campus, I felt the sense of pride, belonging, and commitment to students that defines this community, and I'm really excited to be part of the work ahead. I also want to share, like he said, my gratitude for my Palm Springs Unified family. I spent many years growing as an educator and leader there, and I wouldn't be standing here without the colleagues, mentors, and friends who shaped me along the way. A few of them are here with me tonight. They are people that I've had the privilege to work with and learn from, and I'm grateful that they came here tonight to support me in this new chapter. So thank you again for this opportunity, and I'm really excited to serve the students, staff, and families of John Glenn Middle School.
Thank you. Board and superintendent comments. Ms. Vieta.
I just wanted to say congratulations to the 3 employees of the month, and also congratulations to the schools who have earned the Common Sense Media Awards. Also, I wanted to congratulate the 3 Red Ribbon Poster Contests, and welcome to Mr. Bennett and Ms. Collier in their new positions.
I'd like to welcome Noelia to the dais here from Horizon School. And I told her it's nerve-wracking up here, but we're trying to work it out together. Also, congratulations to Courtney and Kayla and Daniel on your new appointments. Not appointments, your new Employee of the Month recognition, sorry. I had to help her, but then I messed up. In the technology department, I can remember teaching the little second graders our digital citizenship, and they had to sign a long paper saying they were going to follow all these rules and be safe and knowledgeable on the computers. And so this award is for that, to teach them how to be the best use of computers and media. And so congratulations to, I think I counted 13 schools that have that done. And a big congratulations to the Red Ribbon Week posters. I always love to see, I always would do that with my students, little second graders. And Santiago's is amazing, so is Alexa's. And then Sarah's, you can see how just a little age on top of that gets a lot more serious. And it's just so that the calendars they put out, it's amazing the art and creativity that these kids have when they're given the time to do the posters and actually have time to think about it and prepare them and finish them very clearly. Also a warm welcome to Mr. Bennett and Ms. Collier for your new positions, and welcome to the Desert Sands family.
Mr. Alvarez.
Good evening, everyone. Some of you may know that tonight is Larry Belnich's last night with us. And these past years, he's proven himself to be a man of courage and integrity, putting students first in all that he does. So I want to take a moment to thank Larry and wish him the best in his retirement. And I just think that this is an opportunity to thank those who've done a lot as he's back there fishing. Enjoy your retirement, Larry. We really appreciate everything you've done for us here. And know that you're living some difficult shoes to fill. At the same time, we have Al Bennett joining us, and we thank you, sir, for taking the challenge, and we know that you will have success. You have a great team surrounding you, and we know that you're going to put everything forth to ensure that you have success. So thank you for taking that challenge on with us. There are a lot of great things happening tonight, and I look out into the crowd and just see some amazing people doing some great things day in and day out in these educational trenches. And we want to recognize some of them. Definitely want to thank Debbie for taking on the challenge at John Glenn. And we welcome you to do the best you can with the team that's surrounding you and the staff that's going to be uplifting you and supporting you as you go on in your endeavors there. We also have some great employees that are being recognized, Kayla, Courtney, and Dr. Martinez, for your efforts. And when you look at people who are definitely shaking up things and moving forward, these are the individuals who are being recognized for doing just that. So we definitely want to acknowledge them. And there are many great things going on. Our Common Sense schools, there's so many to list, but thank you for all your efforts as we move our students forward. When I think about the art contest, I saw that last picture by Sarah. It was amazing. I was thinking, oh, man, I wish I had a quarter of the talent she has. But great job to all of you students who are doing the work, to all three of you. And as we enter this week of giving thanks, can't help but to reflect on also our losses, as noted by Dr. Watson. Enrique, Alex, and Liam, as we reflect on the hardships that not only our school, but themselves, their personal families are going through. It reminds us of the many blessings we have and giving thanks for what we do have. Take this next week to reflect on those blessings and enjoy the much-deserved rest. And we look forward to the start of a new month, giving it all we have till Christmas break. But just want to say thank you to all and happy Thanksgiving.
Ms. Porras?
Well, my throat, I don't know why, but all of a sudden, anyway, I'm just going to keep it real short because, anyway, welcome everybody. Congratulations to everybody. I am so sorry. I am like,
You're good.
I don't know why my throat is. Anyway, congratulations, everyone.
Mr. Dren?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I want to just thank you all for coming out this evening to support some really fine individuals and people, winners, staff members, and our employees of the month, and also to Noelle that came out to represent her school, Horizon. I guess I'll begin with, Kayla Benavides and Courtney Franklin, and of course, Dr. Daniel Martinez. Congratulations on your Employee of the Month award winnings. What you do for us each and every day is evident by the fact that your peers nominate you and recognize your efforts on a daily basis. I'd also like to acknowledge all the Digital Learning Award winners at 13 schools, as Trish Pierce said, is quite an accomplishment. Also, to the artists that won their awards, I want to congratulate them also. I think that might close it up there. Also to Al and Debbie, congratulations on joining our team here at Desert Sands Unified School District. We welcome you with open arms, and we look forward to your successes. And I'd like to follow up, and I've said this a couple times before, that it is a season to be thankful for many things. And one of the things that I've stated before that I personally have done as a challenge is to give blood, and I think it's not kind of said enough. Platelets, another thing. If you kind of look like me, that's what they see you as a good donor. So come out and, a lot of times it's something to be grateful for. And if you just give a pint, if you can, and I understand many people can't for whatever reason, but I did want to make that announcement. I'd like to say that every once in a while. I'm happy to hear that Debbie Collier is a baseball fan. Dr. Martinez, I want to throw in, if you still have that green Dodger hat, that's why they've won the last 2 World Series, right? Okay, don't forget where you got that. And so, what else do I want to say? And the students that do the art, I want to say something about art, because I just really feel that it is a curriculum that just goes beyond. I mean, a picture says 1,000 words. That's it. I see those pictures, and it's incredible, because the messages that they send are so deep and so profound. And when you look at them, if you've ever come, and I do work at another district, I have a door that was painted by my daughter, and it's in my room. And that's just the way I feel about art. It's that important. It sends a message. It makes you feel good. It gives you a memory. It's lasting. And if your children draw, if your children express themselves in that manner, encourage it, please, because it is truly, truly an eye-opening experience. And we hope to also to enhance that with our teaching here in the district. Anyway, thank you, everybody, for coming out this evening. We really want to thank you. It's your support that makes us the community and the schools that we are. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I, too, want to congratulate our employees of the month, Courtney, Kayla, and Dan. Well-deserved, I think, all of you. I also always want to acknowledge the principals and the staff that come out and are representing your schools here late on a Tuesday night, so we appreciate you for being here. Santiago, Alexa, Sarah, your drawings are amazing. I made it a point the last meeting to express my feelings on Red Ribbon Week and what we're educating our kids about, say no to drugs and no drinking and driving. So it makes me very happy to see that you guys are able to express that in your art. I want to welcome Al and Debbie to Desert Sands. And then personally, it's been a very busy month since the last meeting. I attended the LCAP meeting, the flag game, and then with Ms. Porras for most of these, we had a lot of site visits. So we attended Glen, Earhart, La Quinta High School, Horizon Summit, Indio High School, Indio Middle School, Roosevelt, Amistad. I was able to attend the first quarter award ceremony, Van Buren, Dr. Carrion, and Page. I was also invited and able to participate in the career day at Page, which was very fun and interesting, and got a lot of feedback from the kids because I do have 2 jobs, so I got to present myself in 2 different ways. So I was happy to be invited to participate in that. I have made it a point since joining the board that I will promise to make it to every single school. So I'm hoping in the next week I will have visited every single school, met with every single principal, along with Ms. Porras, for the majority of them. So hopefully at the next meeting I will be able to say that I have met with everybody. As a board, I think it's important for our community to know how busy we have been over the last couple of weeks. We had a facility study session and really talked through some things and found some good things to put our money, our district money, towards. We also had a governance meeting last week, and I want to thank Kirsten for coming and attending that, and I think we had very healthy and productive discussion regarding ELOP. We also, as a board, rededicated Truman and Carter, and we all attended Coffee with Kelly. And then we also did an Oliphant rededication, which I did speak at that. Part of that rededication was to thank Mr. Oliphant, but I would like to do it here as well. That I do want to thank Mr. Oliphant for his contribution to Desert Sands, that he was the person responsible for forming the Desert Sands Building Corporation back in 1975. And I want to thank all of the members who have served on the Desert Sands Building Corporation for their decades of commitment and contribution to public education. Desert Sands wouldn't be what we are if it wasn't for them. And I think that is all that I have. I do want to say I hope everybody has a great week off next week and gets to enjoy a lot of family time and see the things that you guys are all thankful for. So happy Thanksgiving. Ms. Fisher.
I have to say this month's Employee of the Month from the most incredible group I've seen. Not that there haven't been other wonderful Employees of the Month, but Kayla is a special education para, there's Dr. Martinez, who is an amazing principal, and for Courtney Franklin. And I have to put a little extra in there because Courtney, if I had my way, I would just walk around with Courtney or have her walk around with me, whatever it may be. And whatever I can think of ideas, I tell her, and she just generates things. And she's amazing. So I have to add an adjective to her, which is also courageous. But an amazing team, and congratulations on your Employee of the Month. Very well deserved. And our amazing artist, which to be published at your age is amazing, and the artwork, as everyone has said, is just incredible. So thank you for being a part of Desert Sands and representing us so well in those calendars. I also want to welcome Debbie to a great John Glenn team. You will love it there, and I know they will love you. And we always like to borrow and take some people, really good people from our neighboring districts. So welcome to Desert Sands. And Mr. Bennett. Now, he's going to be part of Student Support Services team, so I thought this was just an amazing, and I'm so glad this was the night that he was introduced. And so I would welcome his wife and his son and his mom who are here tonight. And I also want to take an opportunity, and Mr. Alvarez couldn't have said it better. This is Larry Belnich's last board meeting, and I said, please stay for a little bit. And he's like, what? And I was like, don't you want to stay for the entire board meeting? It's your last one. You may want to come back and visit. But Mr. Belnich and I go way back. I hired him as a teacher in Coachella Valley Unified many, many years ago. And he has now been my director of child welfare and attendance for the last 11 years. So I wish him the best. A big thank you for the support that you have given our students and families and your staff. And I know as I watched Stephanie get a little teary-eyed as Mr. Alvarez was sharing words, but thank you so much. Thank you for the support and the assets that you leave. And I know, I kind of tried to keep it consistent, a Mr. B to a Mr. B, to kind of help people too. So as we transition from one Mr. B to another, have a wonderful retirement. Enjoy the fishing in Washington and all the fun things with your family. And thank you again, Larry.
Thank you. And at this time, I'd like to give everybody that came for recognition the opportunity to go and celebrate with your friends and family, unless you plan to stay for the remainder of the meeting.
Because I know because I've moved, I know my life because of the offices I've been in, and I know that
We know what you've had on certain places.
I know I had it in this one office, and I didn't have it in this other one. I always do. Matter of fact, sometimes I would even spoil copies.
Okay, here we go. Public comment on open session items. Communications from the floor in accordance with the Board Bylaw 9323. Time is reserved during Board of Education meetings for public comment. Members of the public are invited to address the Board of Education in person during meetings on items on the agenda or on any matter within the board's subject matter jurisdiction for regular meetings only. Each speaker is allowed up to 3 minutes with a total of 20 minutes allotted per item, including non-agenda items. Speakers are not permitted to cede or donate their time to others. The board president, with concurrence of the board, may extend this time as needed. In accordance with the board bylaw 9323.2 and the Brown Act, the board may not discuss or take action on any item that is not listed on the posted agenda. Please be advised that there is a possibility that some items discussed during public comment may not be developmentally appropriate for minors. We ask that parents use their discretion when choosing to remain in the boardroom during public comment. If you choose to leave the room, you may wait in the overflow location at the end of the hallway and will be notified when public comments have concluded. We have no online public comments, and we have no public comments. Information disposal of surplus property per resolution number 30/2024-2025, and staff conference items. Ms. Fisher.
Yes, recruitment. Oh, microphone. Excuse me so much. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Hyde for his personnel presentation.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Fisher and Board President Watson and Board of Education. We're very excited to present our Personnel Services Division presentation on recruitment, selection, and employee support. And I'm excited to introduce Dr. Lisa McCall, our District Resolution and Compliance Officer, and Brad Fisher, our Classified Personnel Director.
Good evening, members of the board and members of cabinet. We're very excited to represent the personnel department tonight and share with you our recruitment, selection, and employee support process. As you know, there is a national trend of teacher shortages, not just in our district, but kind of across the nation, looking at over 400,000 teaching positions that are either unfilled or staffed with under-certified teachers. When we're looking at 31 states, including DC, there's about 45,000 unfilled positions, and 74% of those U.S. school districts are looking at difficulty filling positions in this current school year. When we look at the state of California, a lot of those difficult positions or unfilled positions really are contributed to that decline in specific credential areas. And so that's really aligning to some of our difficult to fill positions as well. So those credential areas that we're seeing that are declining and being issued are specifically the multiple subject credentials, the special education credentials, and then the single subject hard to fill positions like math and those specialized science positions. And so again, looking at then that falls right into that specific subject field areas that we're also seeing when we're going out to recruit and trying to really target our efforts, again, looking at elementary school, the special education, so you can kind of see where those graphs fall and those specialized fields. When we then combine that information with our trends and our resignation and retirement rates, we can see that over the past 4 years in our district, we kind of have a steady pattern of around 100 total combined resignations and retirements. So when we're combining the decline in credentials being issued, the hard to fill subject areas, the national trends, and then we're continuing to lose staff through resignations and retirements, we're really having to look at all of that to see where are we going to focus our specific efforts when we're going out to recruit, and where are we looking to hire. So this current year, when we did our recruiting efforts, you can see on the graph where we really focused and where we picked up those teachers with about 40%, so 21 of our hires were in the elementary positions. We picked up 14 special education teachers. So we hired this year about 101 people. About 50 of them were from our recruiting efforts. 49 of them were from just our regular postings. So within that, about 52, about 32 or so of those were from our job fairs. So we're still hitting about half of the hires are from our recruiting efforts through our job fairs. So we're still really looking at that. And then we're really targeting the efforts based on what that data is telling us. Where are those credentials lacking, the hard to fill subject areas? And we're really showing a nice improvement based on the efforts that we're making. So if we're looking 3 years ago, we started the school year with our vacancies in the 30s. And this year, when we started the school year, we were looking only at single-digit vacancies. So the efforts that our department are putting in with our recruiting and really targeting those areas are really paying off. So I'm going to hand it over to Brad, and he's really going to go a little bit deeper into what do those efforts look like and how are we focusing our efforts not only locally, but when we go out to our recruiting fairs.
Thank you, Dr. McCall. Good evening, Board and Cabinet. So we're getting into what are we doing to make sure we keep those numbers low. Besides our recruitment events and job fairs, we're doing some outreach to the high schools and colleges, especially the local colleges, really enhancing our marketing and social media, and we are, as we mentioned in a previous presentation, getting our teacher residency program going. So, for our own job fairs, we've got 2 already scheduled for certificated for this upcoming year. January 31st and May 30th will be our 2 certificated job fairs. On the classified side, we've already had 1 career fair. That was in July 24th. 343 people walked through that door for our career fair. We really had a lot of turnout for it, a lot of great success in building up our ranks. Our next one will be January 17th. For our in-state events, when we're not doing them here in the district, we're focusing on the Cal States and the UCs, the private schools, Hispanic-serving institutions. And then for out-of-state, we're sticking to the West Coast, Washington and Oregon. We're keeping it here. We found that we have more success on the West Coast. And you can see some pictures there from some of our career fairs we went to. Outreach was a big thing, keeping in good communication with our local colleges and our high schools. Doing some guest speaking in education classes, partnering with Cal State San Bernardino Palm Desert campus. We're happy to say that the Shadow Hills High School CTE Education Pathway Program is back, and we're actually going to be going there next month to talk to their students. And then you'll hear at a future board meeting our Grow Your Own initiative. Again, we want to keep it local, and this was at a recent Shadow Hills event we were at. When I say we have outreach with Cal State San Bernardino Palm Desert campus, this room was filled with over 60 Cal State students that came here to listen to the personnel department talk about the hiring process and how to become an educator in Desert Sands Unified School District. It was awesome to see the boardroom filled with so many future teachers from Cal State San Bernardino Palm Desert campus. They were engaged, they were excited, they're looking forward to coming back here and us going to visit their campus as well, trying to keep it local with our local college here in the Valley. What we did as a department was really summarized and had good information to share with sites and prospective candidates on the hiring process. This is the certificated hiring process from vacancy to board approval. You can see we spelled out exactly how the process works because we get a lot of questions. Why does it take so long? It seems like it's forever. And we wanted to explain how that process works. Advertising, screening, interviewing, request to employ, et cetera. So the process was spelled out, and I think our candidates and our sites are appreciative to see how it works. We also did it for classified, which is a little bit different than certificated, and we also created one for guest teachers and for coaches and things of that nature. So we really have made an effort in our department to explain how the hiring process works for every different area. It's important for, again, our community, our sites, et cetera. This was at our career fair. We had 343 people walk through that door with two of our personnel department members presenting on the classified hiring process. Candidates need to know what they're getting into and what the process is. And you can see a full room full of people there learning from our department about how to get hired in Desert Sands. This was telling. When I say we had 343, you can see that line out the door there. It was phenomenal. And just seeing members of our community, members that we had parents from schools that were here that were like, I want to work in this district. Former students walking in there trying to get jobs in our district. It was just an amazing day, and that line, it says it started at 2. We had people here at 11:30 trying to find out, what do I have to do? When do I get here? What should I be wearing? Things like that, asking us questions prior to the career fair, and by 1:30 the room was full. Started at 2, but really started way before that. It was just a great event. We're doing our next one, like I said, in January. We're looking forward to it. We've also made an effort to get into the high school career fairs. We went to the comprehensive high schools to talk to our high school seniors about coming out of high school and getting entry-level positions in Desert Sands. A lot of them didn't know that they could come from high school and get jobs in our district, whether it's a sub-paraeducator or a sub-child care assistant or sub-custodians, et cetera. So we're going to all the high schools and making that effort so they know they can go straight from high school to here, or if they choose to go to college, come back and work for Desert Sands. So that outreach with the high schools, we were at all the high schools last year, we were at one a few weeks ago, and we'll go back in the spring to the high schools to work with them as well. We really want our students that are currently here to come back and work for Desert Sands. The residency program, which we talked about last year, that is being formed. Well, the applications just closed a few weeks ago. 115 applications were received. That's a record for Alder program, 115. The first cohort of residents will begin taking classes in June. So that program is going. It's just an exciting. We'll start the interview process and get them ready to start in June 2026. But 115 applications. That's all from our work. And again, it's a great effort, including classified staff members that are currently working in our district that want to become teachers. So it's a great program we're going, and we're excited about the future for that. And marketing and social media. Well, we are using our website, of course. We have banners, there's one right there at all the school sites. So our community can find out, how can I apply in Desert Sands? Those are on the fences, they're in visible places. It's getting recognition. Instagram, we've made a really strong effort to promote what we're doing in our personnel department through Instagram. It tells the story of our district, all the exciting things, our employees of the month, our new employees, those will be on Instagram by tomorrow. When we're going to job fairs, we post ahead of time that we're coming, and we post when we're there. And the cool thing is that many of them will have former Desert Sands students say, I saw your post, and come up to our table to talk to us. We had one at one job fair, that was my graduating class on one of the posters. So they're excited to see us there, even when we go out of town to the job fair. So we're putting a lot of effort into what we're doing recruiting. That's why our numbers were in single digits this year, and we're going to continue that trend ongoing. Thank you for your time.
Ada, do you have any questions? It's okay if you don't, too. No pressure. Okay. Ms.
Okay,
Pierce.
she thanks you for your presentation, and she's going to tell all her friends. No, just kidding. Yes, it's good to see all these numbers, and I was curious about the residency program. I had a friend of mine when it comes to my house for home health for my mother, and she had 2 of her children were in teaching programs, and they said, how, and so I sent this to them, said, hey, look what we have, and she texted back, oh, they both applied, it was, I think it was a cousin and her child, but this is so great that we have these programs to invite so many people in, especially in today's economy when there's so many people that need jobs, and that we can provide that. So thank you for that report, and I'm glad you're staying on the West Coast, because sometimes when we move them from the East Coast, it's a big culture shock, especially to the desert. Thank you.
Mr. Alvarez?
An update on the residency program, and I get that asked often, like, hey, what do you know about it? I was like, contact HR, let's find out. But where are we with that? Are they still accepting applications?
I think the application period is closed, and we're going to start interviews on Friday. Will be the first round of interviews with those applications.
Ms. Tricia has some questions.
And I just said, I forget how many they
Okay,
accept.
how many did you take in your first round of applications?
23.
23? Okay. How many can we hold how many are you looking for in your first round of interviews? 23?
23 is the max for that first cohort.
Got it. And okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Horace?
I just have a question. So if someone is a teacher, can they only apply during that time, of the residency program is just for that?
The residency program, Dennis can correct me if I'm misspeaking, but the residency program is that student teaching time period, so they're not teachers yet.
Microphone.
So it's
Okay, so if somebody's
I'm sorry,
a-
I forget people are listening at home.
Yeah.
The residency program is not for current teachers. It's for people that are ready to begin their student teaching program. So it's an extended student teaching experience. So it'll give them the full year of an enriched student teaching experience with a full year mentor. So it's not for people that are currently teachers.
But he is a teacher and they want to get a job with Desert Sands, would they just apply? There's not any specific time they have to? Do you know what I
Correct,
mean?
yeah. So they would
Okay.
look on EdJoin to see where the openings are,
Okay.
and then apply through EdJoin.
Okay, all right. Thanks, great presentation. You guys are doing a great job.
Mr. Duran?
Yeah, the residency too, was it, did I understand correctly? I don't think maybe you said today, but if they are accepted in that there is some compensation or some way for them to
Yes.
make, right?
Yes.
Correct for those listening at home? Okay. And then secondly, I always think, I go out every day and I think if people have their druthers, they'd love to work here, But I always look at how do we still sweeten the pot, and with fees or benefit, what are our barriers? Are there barriers that, I'm not asking for the answer right now, but if there are, because I like knocking down barriers. I like making it sweet. It's great, right? You go somewhere, you say, I work here, and they give me this. And a lot of times, it's that little bit. When I was in business school, they used to say, what people will do for a kudo, right, is more than you can pay for. Mm-hmm. And that's who I want to be. That's who I want us to be. Is when people go, hey, they go over there and even, whether they listen, or hey, they went over there and they took my first year that I had to pay for my credential was included. Something, just ask is what I'm saying. And you never know. Thank you, Doctor. I thank you.
Yeah, and I would just very briefly add that we're trying our best to really focus in on sort of nurturing what's in the valley. And there are so many amazing people that already work for our organization that either have some connection. Just think about the people here on the board, right? Either you went to a school here, you have children that attend here, you have a family member. I think close to 35% of our employees have that kind of connection. They went to one of our schools. The residency program is going to provide almost $42,000 a year for someone in a teacher credentialing program in that year where often you don't have to have any money. And so we think that'll focus primarily on people in this valley, which will help us. We've also got the C2T2 program, which has awarded many of our classified employees upwards of $4,000 a year while they earn their degree to become teachers. And we've had over 25 do that in the last 6 or 7 years. And then we have a new big classified grant that we've applied for that will also afford more dollars potentially for classified employees who want to become educators, or teachers, I should say. We're all educators.
Yeah, and I like that part about that, because I do believe that, I'm not sure if I've ever read any data, but I can almost assure you that people that live closer to their school from where they work probably give a little more than, people, I mean, I'm just saying, because I hear that from teachers all the time. Oh, I love it. I went there and now it's just a stone's throw from my work, or hey, now I feel connected to the community and the student body so much. So I love that part of it, and I agree. I think somebody said out here, I worked, and I know Dr. Hyde knows the story. I worked in a wing, and everybody there was not from here, and it was always funny when the students would come in and they'd say, the guy from blah 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 state, and I'd go, which one? Because there's like 5 of them, and so I always looked at be a homebody, try to make it here. Plus the students, I think, get more connected if they feel that I might know your parent kind of thing. But thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Duran. I don't have any questions, but I do want to reiterate something that Ms. Pierce said, and pretty much Dr. Hyde, I think, summarized it, is I hate wasteful spending, and I am so thankful that you guys really are taking that serious and looking at the places that we're going. It's not working, and there are certain communities where, it's great to make an effort, but they're not going to move here. And if they do move here, they're not going to stay here. So it's just not a good investment. So to see that you guys want to stay on the West Coast, I think that is a very good, wise decision. And I also think that exactly what Dr. Hyde said is there's a lot of people here in the Valley that unfortunately are looking for work, and probably we'll see more next year that are going to be looking for work in education. So I'm grateful for our programs that grow our own, are classified, that can become certificated, and the outreach to Shadow Hills, I think, is great. I think that is exactly what we should be doing. So thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Okay, public hearing, we have none. General functions, business services, there are 12 items in general functions, business services. Items 18.1 and 18.2 are resolutions requiring a roll call vote. Is there a motion to take items 18.3 to 18.12 as a group or individually?
So moved, Alvarez.
Is there a second?
Second, Pierce.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question, preferential vote. Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 5-0 with 1 preferential vote. Is there a motion for item 18.1? Thank you. Is there a second?
Second, Pierce.
Any discussion? Roll call vote. Ms. Vieta? Ms. Pierce?
Aye.
Mr. Alvarez?
Aye.
Ms. Perez? Mr. Duran?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Motion carries 5-0 with 1 preferential vote. Is there a motion for item 18.2?
Alvarez.
Is there a second?
Second, Duran.
Any discussion? Roll call vote. Ms. Vieta?
Aye.
Ms. Pierce?
Aye.
Mr. Alvarez? Ms. Perez? Mr. Duran?
Aye.
And I'm an aye. Motion carries 5-0 with 1 preferential vote. General functions, educational services. There are 8 items in general functions, educational services. Is there a motion to take these as a group or individually?
Moved as a group.
Alvarez.
And any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question, preferential vote.
Aye.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 5-0 with 1 preferential vote. General functions, personnel services. Since this relates to personnel, our student board member will not be voting. There are 9 items in general functions, personnel services. Is there a motion to take these as a group or individually?
Motion as a group, Pierce.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Alvarez.
Beto. Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 5-0. General function, student support services. There are 5 items in general function, student support services. Is there a motion to take these as a group or individually?
Wait, hold on.
To take them as a group?
As a group.
Okay. And is there a second?
Second, Pierce.
Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question, preferential vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 5-0 with one preferential vote. General Functions Superintendent, there are none. Consent items, student matters, Ms. Fisher.
Yes, thank you. Tonight in closed session, the board took action to approve the following student matter. Stipulated expulsion case 2526-07. Motion was carried 5-0. The board accepted the recommendation of the stipulated expulsion order.
Consent items, business services. There are 15 items in consent items, business services. Is there a motion to take these as a group or individually?
Motion to take them as a group.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second, Viena.
Here, any discussion?
Yeah, I just want on number 7, right, the cash donations, just to give some recognition to the people that I don't think a lot of times people notice the donors that come in, sometimes anonymously. But for example, this month or this board meeting, we had 3 donors. Our largest one was from the Palm Desert Charter Middle School PTO to Palm Desert Charter Middle School for $4,968. We had Maximino Padilla. He gave to the band program at Desert Ridge Academy $150. And then we had E&E Pels Enterprises, Inc. They gave to Abraham Lincoln Elementary School into their general fund $264. These are individuals that in the community oftentimes that have taken a bolder stance in supporting their community schools. So I want to thank each and every one of them at this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Preferential vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 5-0 with one preferential vote. Consent items, educational services. There are 14 items in consent items, educational services. Is there a motion to take these as a group or individually?
I make a motion, Viena.
As a group?
As a group.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second,
Go ahead.
Pierce.
Ms. Pierce. Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question, preferential vote.
Aye.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 5-0 with one preferential vote. Consent items, personnel services, there are none. Consent items, student support services, there are 4 items in consent items, student support services. Is there a motion to take these as a group or individually?
Motion as a group.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second, Viena.
Student. Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question, preferential vote.
Aye.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 5-0 with one preferential vote. Consent item superintendent. There is 1 item in consent item superintendent. Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second, Alvarez.
Any discussion? Hearing none, calls for the question, preferential vote.
Aye.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 5-0 with one preferential vote. Personnel action certificated. Since this relates to personnel, our student board member will not be voting. Dr. Hyde?
All right, good evening again. I'm honored to be able to recognize 3 employees who have contributed almost 100 years of service to the district and will be retiring soon. The first is Daniel O'Grady from La Quinta High School, who's retiring after 31 and a half years of service to the district. Next is Daria Smith at Franklin Elementary, who's retiring after 19 and a half years. And finally, last but certainly not least, is Bonnie Steffen, who is retiring from Amistad High School after 44 and a half years of service to the district, which is just unreal. So combined, these folks have 95 and a half years of service to the district. So kudos to all 3 of them.
Is there a motion?
So moved by Duran.
Is there a second? Any discussion?
I just want to say congratulations and special congratulations to Bonnie. She's amazing, and I wish her all the best for her retirement.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 5-0. Personnel actions classified. Since this relates to personnel, our student board member will not be voting. Dr. Hyde.
Okay, and like our certificated group, we actually have 3 classified employees to recognize. The first is Jim Carmona, who is a paraeducator in PE at Earhart Elementary School. He's retiring after 4 years of service. Next, this is kind of a bittersweet pill, at least for me, and that's Yanni Salehi, our credential analyst. I actually think we're going to correct this. I think she said she's going to be at 29 years when she actually retires, right at it. But Yanni's a credential analyst. One of the, I've worked in 5 districts in 30 years. She and Marie are probably the finest credential analysts I've ever worked with, and just an even better human being in person who has, I think, made a positive difference in so many employees that she's come across. So it's going to be, I'm waxing poetic because I'm going to really miss Yanni. I'd also like to recognize Rodney Slagey, who's retiring from fiscal services after 18 years of service to the district as their payroll specialist. So kudos and congratulations to these 3 amazing people.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second, Pierce.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations to Jimmy Carmona. I've known him like my whole life, and you've made a huge impact on the kids with your service for them for PE. Rodney, he's actually also a lifelong family member that I've known. And Yanni, I'm excited for you, but I'm really sad. I was really sad to hear that the other day when I would stop by to see you. But I know you're going to be traveling and having lots of fun with your sister and with your grandkids and stuff. So anyway, I wish you all the best.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries 5-0. Call out of closed session actions. Ms. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Tonight in closed session, the board took action to approve General Release and Settlement Agreement, SSS 04-2025-2026. Motion carried 5-0. The board accepted the recommendation to approve this General Release and Settlement Agreement. Also tonight in closed session, the board took action to approve General Release and Settlement Agreement, SSS 05-2025-2026. Motion was made, carried 5-0. The board accepted the recommendation to approve this General Release and Settlement Agreement. Also in closed session, the board approved the appointment of the following individuals. Dr. Michael Williams for Assistant Principal of Palm Desert High School. Mr. Craig Christensen, Principal at Desert Ridge Academy. And Molly Farron, Program Specialist for Student Support Services. Motion was made and carried 5-0. The last call out from closed session, the board took action to dismiss classified employee number 297181, Nutrition Services Assistant, under the progressive disciplinary procedure and directed staff to provide notice of its decision in accordance with collective bargaining agreement. Motion was made and passed 5-0. And that is all.
Suggestion for future agenda items that receive at least 3 votes. Ms. Villeda?
I have none.
Thank you. Ms. Pierce?
Me neither.
Mr. Alvarez? None. Ms. Porras? Mr. Duran? And I have nothing either. Announcements. The next regularly scheduled meeting for the Board of Education is December 16th, 2025 in the District Education Center, Boardroom 47950, Dune Palms Road, La Quinta, California. We do not need to reconvene to close session. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. This meeting is adjourned at 8:17 p.m.